Let's go. We got 25 through 75. It looks like a lot. It's not. We have to learn some rules. These rules can help you, whether if you're in 5th period, right? This is a great time to get your rules done now. 5th period, right? But if these rules are going to stick with you forever, okay? We're using these in logarithms and pre-cal and everything. So these rules are very important. I need a black pen. So the rules I'm going to go over with really quickly are purple. All right. So the rules I'm going to go over with real quickly are the exponential rules. Exponential rules are really simple, and they look complex, but it's not that bad. So if you have x to the a times x to the b, it equals x to the a plus b. So when we multiply powers with the same base, we add the exponents. That's it. Okay? So when we divide x to the a over x to the b, we subtract. That's a minus b. Okay? If I would be writing this down, it would be really important. Guys, all of you, be writing it. I would.
We're waiting.
Waiting for what?
You.
I've just done 2 examples. Okay. So now if I take a power of a power, if I have x to the a raised to the b, then what's that going to be is x to the ab. Okay? So we're multiplying. When we do power of a power, we're multiplying. Alright? So, a couple other rules we need to know. Right? X to the negative a is equal to 1 over x to the a, and vice versa. If it's negative in the bottom, 1 over x to the negative a is equal to x to the a over 1. Okay, it goes both ways. And the last thing you might want to know is x to the 0 is equal to 1. I mean, we've been talking about that one already this year. Okay, so these things are pretty simple to do. Anything to the 0 power is 1. So say no more, it's done.
Stop.
Okay? If it's negative, okay, I'm going to push it down below and make the exponent positive. So what this equals is 1 over 3 to the 4th. And if I think about that, that's 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, right? Or 9 times 9, which is 1 over 81. Okay? When I talk about this is a tricky one. Okay? The exponent only affects what directly is next to it. The negative is not next to the 6. Right? It's not part of the 6. It's next to it. So this negative 2 only affects the 6. Okay? So when we do this one, right? When we do this one, it's negative 1 over 6 squared. Right? And what is 6 squared? 36. Perfect. 36. So it's negative 1 over 36. Now, if I were to put a parentheses around the negative 6, it would be 1 over 36. But because there's no parentheses, and this is the one that most people miss on the state test, on the SATs, on the ACT, okay? Because the negative is not affected. See what I'm saying? The difference is
Get off your phone.
negative 2, or say, let's go, negative 3 squared is negative 9. But negative 3 squared is 9. Right? See the difference?
Yeah.
Negative 3 squared is negative 9. Because it only affects the 3. It does not affect the negative. But when I make the negative part of it, by putting parentheses, now it becomes -3 times -3, which is 9.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay? So that's what I'm meaning up here. And that's really crucial. Okay? Next, anything to the 0 power is what?
1.
Bam, done. Okay? Now this one is to a negative power. So all I do here is push it down below. 1 over -3. And that's it. It's done. This one, 1/2 to the -2 is equal to 1/2 divided by, right? And so now you're going, well, what do we do? So what I like to do with fractions is just keep it simple, right? So what we're going to do is just flip it. That's what we did here. This is really -3 over 1, and we flipped it, right? So we're just going to flip this. So it's 2 over 1 squared. So in other words, it's 2 squared, which is 4. Say no more. All right. So that's that. Literally, half your work done. Okay? Next. The other half.
Camera.
What are you?
All right. Now, students who get to my Algebra 2, they're at a loss with this stuff. Okay? So, I would highly focus while you're here. This week, next week, learn this. It's not hard, but learn it. And next year, I'm going to change geometry so that you use this a lot more. Okay? Because this is what your test, that SBAC that I was talking about, that tough test, a lot of these exponential rules are on that test. Okay? Alright, so what we're doing here is just plugging in a 4. So I'm saying 4 to the -4 power. So I'm just saying, okay, well -4 makes that a 1/4, right? To the 4th power. So I'm thinking about 4 times 4 times 4 times 4. It's a pretty big number, right? 4 times 4 is 16, right? Times 4 is 64. Times 4 is what? 256 maybe?
Yeah.
Is that right? Okay. So that's 256. But it's 1 over
Fuck out of my way, Carlos.
256, right? I don't know if your mom's gonna like
That
to
is-
swear in the camera.
Is that an S or is that a for 51?
What?
For 51. Is it
51 is an S. Yeah, that's why I made it all funky. S's are, it's always tough to know. Are they an S or are they a 5? And B's are tough too, because B's, they could be 6s, right? So just have to keep your ears peeled and draw it like it is. All right. It doesn't matter what this is. What's the answer?
1?
1. I don't even have to plug it in. It doesn't matter because anything raised to the 0 power is 1. Okay? Okay, so what about the next one? A is 1/2. So I got 3 times 3 over 1 times 1/2 times B is 8, right? Okay, all raised to the -2. Well, that's, if we want, just cancel this out. That's 4, right? What's 4 times 3?
12.
12. So this is 12 over 1 to the -2. Okay, now flip it. So I have 1 over 12 squared. And then what's 12 times 12? 144.
Dan, can I just put the answer because I wrote too big?
Well, you're going to want the steps, but these are your notes. You'll get credit for the assignment, but you're not your notes.
I'll put it on the other page.
No problem.
Because they're the best 4A team.
I just want you to be able to understand because I'm going to give you a worksheet here coming up tomorrow. Actually Wednesday, which will be your quiz, right? It'll be a worksheet, and it's going to cover basically all of chapter 3. And we're going to try to cover all of chapter 3 in 2 days. All right. Next. What do we do? Oh, they want us to simplify. So I want to simplify this. What do I do? What do I do to simplify this? What does a negative mean? What do I do? Flip it. Right? So it's just 1 over k to the 4th. That's it. Okay? What about this one? What moves?
Is it the B?
The b moves up, right?
Yeah.
So it's b cubed over 2. Is this easy? I mean, I'm making it look easy, maybe, right? It's really easy if you're sleeping or playing on your phone, right? But it's even easier if you're paying attention. Okay, so this is negative 5 over x cubed. What's this one? I'll do them out of order. What's this one? 1. Right? That's easy. Now, what's this guy?
I don't know what that is.
So it's an s to the 5,
Okay.
right? And then t to the negative 12.
Flip it.
Yeah, I'm just going to move that one, right? So then it's going to be s to the 5 times t to the 12. Done.
And that's the answer?
That's it. Okay? What about this one? What's f to the 0?
1,
What's 1 times 2?
2.
Okay? And then g to the negative 10, so the 2 stays here, the 7 stays here, and the g to the negative 10 becomes g to the 10. That's it.
Okay.
Simple. What about this one?
Flip it.
Flip the ones that are negative,
Yeah.
right? So this is 1, this is 1, right?
Yeah.
But this one comes down below, right? So then it's 1 over q squared, right? That was easy. Okay? Now same thing here. This goes down there. So I have h to the 3rd, 6 times m, and then k to the 1. Now technically I should write it like this. H to the 3rd, 6km. Why do I write it km?
Because K comes before M in the alphabet.
That's it. You just have to know your alphabet.